Hello, welcome to part 2 of the basic lead guitar video that I'm making for you. Right, so in the first video we covered the minor pentatonic scale in A. That's pretty quick, but maybe you're that quick already, I don't know. But you need to have been practicing that. Hopefully you've got that under your fingers and you can maybe do it in different places. So when you're going through the pentatonic scale, you were just using downstrokes, I think, in the first video. If you haven't already, I would start to look at the up and down strokes, just to get the right hand comfortable with that kind of concept of picking out strings. So let's look at that now very quickly. So instead of all down, 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 try down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's down, up on each, then moving to the next string. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, now that might take you some time, but it really is very useful. And when you're playing lead guitar, you're always going to be switching between down and up strokes. You'll start to do it subconsciously after a time, but this is a good practice for getting to that point. So go through that a few times. Now, we are also doing every single note in the scale. You were playing with your right hand, and that's not actually necessary. There's a technique called hammer-on and pull-off in lead guitar playing. It's a left-hand technique. Now, what it means is hammering on is where you play one note, so we'll play this note, and you hammer on the next finger above it. So watch, and you get two notes. And I'm not playing the second note. The hammer on does that. The other reverse of the hammer on is a pull off, and it's where you remove the finger, and as you do that, you just flick it a little bit. You pull the string. So if you just remove the finger straight, you lose the volume. You don't get the thing. So the reason it's called a pull-off is you're actually kind of, you're almost playing the string with this finger, and that will take you some practice. So let's do the pentatonic scale with hammer-ons going up. So on the way down, we'll do it with pull-offs, just as an exercise. So we'll go slowly, and you're only picking once each string. Okay, and on the way down it's on the way down. And those little hammer-ons and pull-offs are used in loads of ways. So learn that as well, practice that. So just do a one string to start with. And you can go faster, you can go slow. And when you do a pull-off, if you combine it with a pull-off, you can actually keep doing that. Alright, that's good fun, that one. The next one is bending notes. Now, bending notes is great. It's a lot of fun. You can do it in different ways. You can do it subtly, you can do it really big bends, and you can do it all over the neck. And there's an upward bend, which looks like this and sounds like this. We're doing this on the G string on the A pentatonic, so 3rd string and 7th fret, with this finger supported by the two fingers below. I don't really do bends where it's just one finger like that often. It's normally, an upward bend is normally where you're almost turning a doorknob. You've grabbed the neck, you've got a lot of support from your thumb here, and you're turning it. Let's see, watch this. And that's a slow bend. You can do a fast bend, and that's all up to you and expression and how you want to style it. But the bend is where you are moving the note, normally a tone up, so up to that fret, and you can do that on this string. You can do bend down again, and keep the bend going. So lots of different ways of bending, and it's very important that you're not trying to just push the string with your finger like this, because it's not, you don't have any control and your finger can slip off. You're actually your hand is grabbing the neck quite firmly, and you're twisting it, and in that twisting motion your fingers push the string up. Okay, so that's bending. And the third technique that we'll look at is sliding, and that's where you play a note and you slide the finger up. So watch this. And you can slide one fret, you You can slide 2 notes, 2 frets, or 4, or 3, depending on the scale you're playing. You know, you want to make sure that you're sliding up to a right note. And sliding is quite popular with the 3rd finger when you want to move to another note afterwards, because if you slide up with the third finger, this finger's already there, ready to play that. So on a pentatonic. Okay, so that's a technique I want you to practice. 3rd finger, starting on the 5th fret, slide up to the 7th, and then play the 1st finger on the 5th fret on the G string. So these 2 notes, but slide up to the 1st one. Ready? Those little techniques: 1, the bend, the hammer on, the pull off, and the slide. All little lead techniques that, as you're going through this pentatonic scale, if you want, they're all, you can incorporate them into just moving around. So I want you to kind of try just going around the scale. You know, bend a note, or do a couple of pull-offs, and you can do a bend followed by a pull-off. All of these things, you might not get them straight away, and you'll need to practice them and get familiar with them. And once you've done it over and over and you've practiced, you'll hear things that sound familiar, like blues licks. And it's great fun. Don't worry about being amazing too quickly. Just develop these ideas and do them in moderation. But obviously, if you're getting them down, you're learning to solo. So I'm going to play through a simple 12 bar, and I'm going to do some soloing which features the scale we've used and some of the licks and the little techniques that we've used. And I want you to have fun with this. You know, I've been playing a long time, and this is all stuff I learnt when I was starting to solo. It's incredibly valuable, and I really, really recommend that you stick with this and work with your tutor to develop new positions, work out different positions for different, we're all in A, so you maybe try in different keys like E, and develop it. But this scale is really, really used so widely that once you've learnt it, you'll open up lots of possibilities. Well, that was me doing a little bit of showing off last night. I filmed myself playing along to a blues backing track that I made, and that was with the 12-bar structure, and all of the notes I was playing primarily were part of the pentatonic scale. I did move an octave up here, and I did move to the major pentatonic, which I haven't showed you, but fundamentally the essentials of what I was playing were all in that structure of that pentatonic there that I showed you, using the techniques like pull-offs and bends and slides. You know, I've been playing a long time, so you'll get there. Keep practicing, keep having fun with lead guitar, and thanks for watching these videos. I hope they've been helpful. Bye bye.